from the QE3 that we see last night. So do you think that was the message that the Ben Bernanke would like to say to investors and to the world?
Yeah, I mean, I think, as we said last week, we thought this was coming, and we thought the central banks were sort of taking
turns. Yeah, you were right about it.
It seems like they're all just, doing that. They're taking terms like we figured. But I think, we saw the reaction of the markets, and the markets obviously, they loved it last night in the States and today in Asia. So there was a really positive response, and no wonder if you look at what was said, it probably exceeded a lot of people's expectations that we now have unlimited QE basically. There's no limit on this. It can go on for as long as it takes to put America back to work, I think is the phrase that Bernanke used. And I just wonder whether a lot of these reactions are really thinking about the implications here, because we had QE1 and obviously that did have an immediate impact. We had QE2 and that seemed to create as many problems as it solved. So now, the fact that we've got QE3, I'm not sure that it's such a big game changer as everybody's seeming to think. I think there's a lot of problems that come with QE3. I think QE2 didn't really make any impact on unemployment. It didn't really make any impact on US growth. There is a danger that it is inflationary. There is a danger that it's kind of supporting an asset bubble in terms of equities and also gold. I mean, don't forget, we've been talking about how gold would be driven up by QE because it's now become correlated with equities. So, I think in the short term, in terms of asset prices, yes, there's a lot of reasons to celebrate. In terms of the long term, I don't really think it changes anything. And I think, the problem with it is that we're going to see this asset purchase program going on for indefinitely. But eventually it's just going to get less and less effective all the time. It's just going to run out of steam. And then, what's the next answer?
But what's the difference between QE3 and the rest? I mean, QE1 and QE2? Well,
I guess the two big differences are that, with this one, as I say, it's an unlimited amount. It's on the sort of drip in effect. It's an amount every month that's coming into the markets, until America is back to work, which we don't know when that's going to be. We don't even know if this is going to help that. And the second difference, I guess, is that it's focused at the property loan market. It's focused at the mortgage market. So they're trying to do something which they think will have some kind of impact on helping the residential property sector to recover. Now, two problems with it. One, the Fed's own analysis is that if this works, it only maybe shaves something like 0.4% off the unemployment rate. That's which when you've got unemployment at something like 8 to 9% unofficial. Exactly. Well, if you look at the unofficial statistics, people who aren't counted in there anymore because they've been unemployed so long, it's roughly double that. So we've got sort of 15% real unemployment, the number of people in America who would like to get jobs but they can't get them. So 4.4%. It's not really a massive difference, and that's if you believe the Fed's figures. That's if they can achieve that. So I'm not sure that it's going to help with unemployment, and I'm really not convinced that this is going to make people suddenly rush out and start buying houses again. I think you've got to fix the unemployment issue. People have got to feel secure in their employment. They've got to see good wage growth coming through. America, we have this real problem that, wages are in decline. Wages are in real structural decline in America. And, that's very much linked to this issue of how much debt is being created. So creating more debt, I don't see how that's going to help us get people back to work and how it's going to address the debt issue. So I think, immediate impact is positive. I think people like the fact that it's open-ended, that they can keep doing it forever. I think people like the fact it's supposedly focused on the property market. I think the real danger is going to come maybe in a few months' time when we start to see from data that it's not actually working, it's not having a massive impact on unemployment, and because of that it's not having a massive impact on housing. Yes, you may get some fairly nice figures coming through for the next few weeks or maybe the next month or so, but I think longer term, I really think that this is going to wear off very, very quickly. So in that sense, it's just like QE1 and QE2, and it is diminishing returns, and the longer we do it and the more of it we do, then the less and less impact it actually has each time.